Hi guys, so today I'm making a video all about Hufflepuff because I'm tired of people saying that we're their leftovers because we are not your leftovers. Our house traits are loyalty, hard work, patience and fair play. We are extremely valued friends because of our loyalty, and we aren't afraid to stand up for what we believe in, and we aren't afraid to defend ourselves or the people that we love and our friends. Some of the great wizards that our house has produced are Nymphadora Tonks, Cedric Diggory, Newt Scamander, and did you know that we even had a Minister for Magic who was in Hufflepuff? Her name was Artemisia Lufkin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. There's a line in Order of the Phoenix that says she took the rest, and I think people take that the wrong way. They take it as people who aren't brave, who aren't cunning, who aren't wise all get sent to Hufflepuff, and that's not the case. People who are brave, wise and cunning but value loyalty and hard work above that get sent to Hufflepuff, because they may have traits of the other house but they do things because they know it's right and not because of glory. Some stereotypes that I've heard of our house are boring, but we have Nymphadora Tonks, pushover, but then we have Cedric Diggory, shy, but we have Ernie Macmillan, and polite, but we have Zachariah Smith. My sister's friend, who's like 8 or 9 and she's around the same age that I was when I read the books, she started calling me shy because I'm a Hufflepuff, but we were in a drama class then, so I don't really see how that works. You can see that Hufflepuffs aren't shy because they're good friends. They always want to make friends and they want to make people feel included. You can see this in Chamber of Secrets when they're in herbology class and Harry, Ron and Hermione are talking to Justin Finch-Fletchley. "Justin Finch-Fletchley," he said brightly, shaking Harry by the hand. "Know who you are, of course, the famous Harry Potter. And you're Hermione Granger, always topping everything. And Ron Weasley, wasn't that your flying car?" I love that he makes everyone feel included, and he says that he addresses them all by name and he says something about them to make them feel like they're included, because he must know that maybe Ron and Hermione kind of feel a bit left out because everyone's always talking about Harry and everyone knows who Harry is. I asked some people on Twitter and Instagram to send in stereotypes about Hufflepuff so that basically I could set them straight. The first one that I got is that they're just the nice guys. And Eddie Redmayne says this in his PSA about Hufflepuff, and we're not, just because you're a kind person doesn't mean that that's the only thing to you. There's so much more to Hufflepuff than just being nice. The next one that I got was right next to the kitchen and they are always eating. Well, we are next to the kitchen, so I mean, I guess it's kind of true. Another one that I got is they're not good at magic. I don't understand that, because Cedric Diggory was chosen out of all the 17 and 18-year-olds in Hogwarts who put their name with the goblet. Hufflepuff was the one that was chosen out of all of them. He was the most worthy to fight in the competition. And I think people always forget that, and a friend actually said to me the other day that he was chosen to die, and I'm like, he wasn't chosen to die, he was chosen to fight in that competition. And no one says anything like that to Victor and Fleur. I mean, I know they didn't die, but they didn't finish the competition, and you know, it was supposed to be Harry that won the competition, you know, to get to the graveyard, but that has nothing to do with the goblin, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Cedric was chosen. Cedric wasn't even supposed to get to the graveyard, so he was not supposed to die. That was an accident. That's why they said, you know, kill the spare. And then they're always like, yeah, if you guys are spares. I'm like, we are not spares. I got a really good one from mads.hufflepuff on Instagram. She says, "I always get that Hufflepuffs are pushovers and always nice to people, no matter what the circumstances, when this is absolutely not the case. And we're not afraid to defend ourselves or the ones we love." And that is definitely true. I think people always think that we're just going to be nice to everyone. At the end of the day, if it's like our friend and because we're really loyal, we will always defend them and we will always stick up for them and we will always stick up for what we believe in. This trait is evident in Newt Scamander and Fantastic Beasts, when you can see how much he really does care about his creatures and how much he's willing to try and educate people on how to look after them. And he knows that it's right, and he knows that that's what he wants. He knows that he wants people to understand these creatures, so he's willing to do anything that he can to try. Another good thing about our house is that we have the fewest number of dark wizards. Now, I said this point to a friend the other day, and then she replied with, "Cursed Child proves that point wrong." And 1, Cursed Child is pure fanfiction. 2, it's just one dark wizard, okay? Like, one, does that really make a difference? Because every house has people that kind of go against the traits. You know, you've got Peter Pettigrew, Severus Snape. You've got people that go against the stereotypes, and that's completely normal. Back to the they're not good at magic thing. We have Nymphadora Tonks, and she's in the Order, and obviously being in the Order means that you're brave, and she's also an Auror as well, so that's her job. So obviously she's good at magic, and obviously she's well trained, and obviously she has to be very brave and do that. But she's still Hufflepuff, and she's still got those traits, and she's still loyal. People refuse to accept the fact that Hufflepuff had anything to do in the Battle of Hogwarts, and you've got to remember that Gryffindor are always going to be heard about doing these things, because I don't want to generalise or anything, but they do the brave thing because they want to be brave, and most of them kind of want glory from that. And of course you're going to hear about it because they're going to make it known. But whereas Hufflepuff do things because they know it's the right thing to do. They do the brave thing because they know that it's the right thing, and they know that they want to stand up for what they believe in, and they want to help out, and they want to support their friends and family. Each of the houses can be brave in their own way, and people need to realise that each house can be brave. It's not just Gryffindor that are brave, even though of course that is one of their traits, so they're going to be more known for it. But each house can be brave, but they all have different intentions behind it, and I think it's the intentions that are the most important thing, and that's what makes a Hufflepuff, when you value the intention behind being brave being that it is the right thing. That's why I think that more people should kind of want to be like Hufflepuffs and really value loyalty and doing the right thing because it is the right thing and they know that it's right. I'm just so sick of people calling us weak when I just don't get how we're weak, because Cedric wasn't weak, Tonks wasn't weak, Newt wasn't weak, you know, they all stand up for what they believe in. You know, Tonks was an Auror, so she fought dark wizards, so she obviously wasn't weak, because she obviously wouldn't last long in that job. She probably wouldn't even get the job if she was weak. Newt wasn't weak because he stood up for what he believed in, and he didn't listen to all the people talking about, you know, how they should exterminate creatures and stuff. He stood up for what he believed in, and he tried to educate people. Cedric wasn't weak, he fought in this competition, he did all he could to get to the end of it, and he did. Him and Harry won it. So that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe, comment, leave a like. I could go on way longer, but I actually had to refilm loads of it, so probably loads of it got lost. I will leave all my social medias in the description, so go follow them and check them out. I'll see you next time.